Hi everybody, I hope you're well. Now we are on the second to last part of the fruit of the Spirit this week. Can you remember some of the other parts that we've looked at? We've looked at love, we've looked at joy, we've looked at peace and patience and kindness and goodness, and we've looked at faithfulness, and this week we're thinking about gentleness. Can you do the same for gentleness? Gentleness, great. Now, if you've been around a little baby before, you know that you have to be very gentle with them, don't you? You have to protect the head and look after them because you're so much bigger than the little baby. Or maybe you've got a puppy, a pet that you need to be gentle with because you're big and they're little. And gentleness is all about strength and power under control. We've got a great big God, haven't we? And we sing songs about how powerful He is. Like, my God is so big, so strong and so mighty. There's nothing He cannot do. While God might be big and strong and mighty, but He's also really gentle. And in the Bible box today, I've got a story about a time that God was really gentle. This is Elijah. Elijah was given a special job by God. He was a prophet, which meant that he was a messenger of God. He made sure that the people knew how to live God's way and how to worship God, and he'd help keep them in line if they were doing something wrong. Now, Queen Jezebel didn't follow God's way, and she didn't like Elijah, and she wanted to hurt him. So he ran away, and he was running and running and running and running and running. He was very tired, very scared, very sad. So he went and sat underneath a tree, very upset, very unhappy, and he fell asleep. And God sent an angel with some bread and some water for Elijah to help him. And it gave him enough strength that he could keep going till he came to a cave on a mountain, and he hid there. And he heard God say, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" And Elijah says, "God, I've tried so hard, but I'm so unhappy. I've done everything I can to follow you, to obey you, but a lot of the people don't want to worship you the way that I do, and some of them want to hurt me." God said, "Come out of the cave. I'm going to meet you. You will know that I am here." Suddenly, there was a loud, strong wind. Can you blow? It was so big and so strong that the rocks started moving. But God wasn't in the strong wind. Next, there was an earthquake. You back on the floor. But God wasn't in the earthquake. After the earthquake came a fire. Hot fire. But God wasn't in the fire. "Hello, Elijah. What are you doing here?" Elijah heard this gentle whisper, and he knew it was God. He knew that God was asking how he was. And so he spoke with God and he told him the problems that he had. And God talked to him, and God promised to help. Elijah knew that God kept his promises. This is a brilliant story about a big, powerful God, a God of strong winds and earthquakes and fires, who looks after Elijah, and he looks after us too. He made sure that Elijah had everything that he needed, bread and water to keep him strong. He was with Elijah, he listened to him, he heard his problems, and he promised to help. Our great big God is also a gentle God who helps us and looks after us too. And do you know, he wants you to be gentle too, to help others and be gentle with your words and with your actions. Maybe you could have a chat with your grown-up about how you could show some gentleness to other people this week. And I'll see you in the building next time. Okay, bye.